Yo, what up, though? So the Green Bay Packers, man, they helped out the Minnesota Vikings. They took care of business against the Lions on Thanksgiving Day. So when the Vikings beat the Chicago Bears, we'd be still 2 games behind the Lions for the NFC North. But on the bad note is the Packers are 1 game behind us for that last spot in the NFC, man. So this game Monday night is an important game for the Minnesota Vikings, man. The Minnesota Vikings need to go into a bye week with a W, man. We cannot afford an L against the Chicago Bears. And I feel like we shouldn't lose to the Bears. Because Dobbs and the offense need to get their shit together. I got faith in the defense. I'm not going to even speak on the defense. I think defense is going to contain Justin Fields and get some turnover, but the offense had to score points. And the offense had to protect the football against the Bears, man. Let's be for real. The offense be having way too many turnovers, man. And the Packers are right behind us for the last spot in the NFC. And we also play the Packers again this year. The Green Bay Packers schedule after the Giants game is very up in the air though. Like we are pretty sure they're gonna beat the Giants, but after the Giants, they got the Buccaneers, Carolina. They should take care of business with. Then they got us again, and they also got the last game of the season. They play the Bears. So the Minnesota Vikings, man, need to really win out throughout the rest of the season if we want to win the NFC North. If the Vikings can win out without taking the L throughout the season, starting now, we win the NFC North and we are in the playoffs. And Dobbs and the offense have to do better at protecting the football, man. Dobbs had way too many turnovers as a quarterback, and he only been a quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings for then their 3 games. The Minnesota Vikings got to turn down on the fumbles and the interceptions, man. The Minnesota Vikings have to create a run game, man. Like it's not too late to create a run game. All you have to do probably is switch the running backs, KOC. Play Ty Chandler instead of Madison, man. Madison is getting way too many carries on the Minnesota Vikings offense. And Madison is a liability out there once he get more than 10 carries. Because I feel like the boy going to fumble. So the Minnesota Vikings, at the end of the day, they have to take care of business, and everything else going to work itself out. You see the Lions did lion things. They lost to the fucking Packers. If they would have beat the Packers, we still been 3 games behind the Lions and needed some help. Now, all the Minnesota Vikings have to do is just win out, and we win the NFC North. It's not that hard. Play Ty Chandler, create a run game, and let Dobbs do what Dobbs do. If the first and second read isn't there for Dobbs, let Dobbs play around in the pocket or throw the ball to another receiver on a broken play or let him just run for some extra yards. Quit trying to turn Dobbs into a pocket passer quarterback. We don't need that right now. Dobbs is what he is, and let him play how he play. Like, at the end of the day, I want Dobbs to take the Minnesota Vikings on a miracle run right now. Let's do some shit that Case Keenum did. Let's do some shit like Nick Foles. He took the Eagles to the playoffs. The Minnesota Vikings, man, got a good defense. And like I said before, I don't want to waste what Brian Flores is doing right now on missing the playoffs and not winning no playoff game. I think the Minnesota Vikings can make the playoffs and win at least a playoff game with the team we have right now. JJ should be back after the bye week. That right there should boost our offense. Because we get the best wide receiver in the NFL back. But the Minnesota Vikings have to protect the football. The O-line got to do better at pass protection. And Ty Chandler, I feel like he should get more carries than Madison, man. Our run game had to come alive. We was running the ball good against the Denver Broncos. Then Madison ass fumble. It shouldn't be Madison, man. It should be Ty Chandler, then Madison. KLC got to get that shit together, man, if we want to go on a run and make the playoffs and make some noise. Because the NFC right now is up in the air, man. Let's be for real. And we need to sign the linebacker Darius Leonard. Like, what we waiting on? We need a linebacker. Hickson got injured. I ain't got no faith in no damn Anthony Barr for real. Anthony Barr in there, 35, 36 years old, man. Go get that 28 years old linebacker and help Brian Flores on defense, man. Because the Minnesota Vikings, man, ain't that far off to make some noise in the playoff because the NFC is weak. So that's just my thoughts on what happened Thursday, man. Green Bay won. They helped the Vikings, but they on the Vikings' ass for that last spot in the wild card. So the Minnesota Vikings, man, have to take care of business against the Bears. And after the bye week, we need to win out. We cannot afford a L after the bye week or Monday night against the Bears, man. The Minnesota Vikings has to win out if they want to make the fucking playoffs and win the division, man. The Vikings have to win out. It is what it is. We took a lot of losses in the beginning of the season, and we just took one last week. I think we got all our losses out of our system. Let's win out, make the playoffs, and take the damn division back. Because week 18, it's going to be for everything. Week 18 is going to come down to division. Whoever win that game will win that division, man. And that game will get flexed to a prime time hour. You could believe that.